Just as I couldn't stop smiling at my engagement ring, there was a sound of slapping flesh and skin coming from inside the bedroom. Curious, I put my ear to the door and was startled when I recognized the voice of the man outside. It was followed by endless moaning, and I could already guess what was going on in the room. "Tyler, are you really going to marry that woman?" Amber asked, then moaned. "Ah, not really. You're way better than her, Amber," Tyler replied and continued what they were doing. My mind went blank. I couldn't understand. Just why did he do this? An hour ago, Tyler came to attend my birthday with Amber. He made everyone believe, including me, that Amber was just like his younger sister. He even proposed to marry me, which I accepted. Everyone was shocked when I said yes, but they couldn't do anything about my decision to be Tyler's fiancé. Amber seemed to look pissed that time, but I didn't think much about it. We have never gotten along since when it comes to Tyler. The two have been close since childhood, and it didn't bother me. To believe that Tyler only sees Amber as his younger sister was a huge mistake. It was clear that Amber had feelings for Tyler, and he usually hung out with her when I wasn't around. I didn't know what went wrong between us. Tyler was a caring boyfriend until recently when Amber started hanging out with him often. I didn't mind it at first since Tyler would always tell me that Amber only wanted to be with her older brother. My friends never liked Tyler. They thought he was only after my money, and I remember defending him whenever they convinced me to dump Tyler. As for me, it didn't matter even if he came from a poor family. Tyler and I have been dating for 5 years, and getting married to him was one of my dreams. I've been waiting for this day to come, but all of the excitement was gone when I knew what he was up to behind my back. For 5 years, I tried to do my best to keep my relationship with Tyler. I always tried to understand him, even though some things were already too much. Last summer, I went overseas to study there for a semester. My father got me a condo close to the university where Tyler attended, so I gave him a spare key to my place. However, I finished my course earlier than anticipated, so I got to go back soon. To my surprise, Tyler was living in my condo. Everything was a mess. My bags and clothes were everywhere, even my shoes. I wondered who would use them, but when I heard their voices as I walked inside, my doubts started to grow. Back then, I realized that Tyler's relationship with Amber was unusual. It was as if they were playing house at my place, with Amber using all my stuff thinking I wasn't around. I loved Tyler despite all that. I tried to get along with Amber even if she kept messing up my relationship with Tyler. All along, I thought everything would be fine. But why would he say those things? He was even fooling around with his so-called younger sister. My head became more fuzzy as I listened to their filthy noises. Amber's heavy breathing while moaning filled my ears as I slumped on the floor. I couldn't help but remember everything since Tyler confessed his feelings to me. My friends were expecting me to reject him. After all, I was born into a wealthy family, a princess, and Tyler was an ordinary man who struggled to live day by day. My friends firmly disagreed, thinking they lost my mind. As someone from a prestigious family, dating a poor man was a huge embarrassment, but they didn't know why I fell for Tyler. He saved my life once when I was 7 and drowning. Since then, I started having feelings for him. It was love at first sight, and I was grateful when he cherished me back. At the beginning of our relationship, Tyler was very sweet and caring. That was why I couldn't understand how he could bear to do this to me. He wasn't the type who would cheat, but that wasn't the case now that he was doing it with someone else. Back then, I had no idea why he slowly changed, giving me a cold shoulder. But I knew now. It was all because of Amber. Amber's hostility towards me had no end. It started when Tyler introduced me to Amber and his mother who was sick then. "She's the one? There's nothing special about her at all. Just average," Amber commented as soon as she laid her eyes on me. I was well known among the sons of wealthy businessmen and famous people in the country. Bachelors were lining up to get a date from me, which I rejected after dating Tyler, yet she thought I'm just pretty average? Sorry. "Tyler, your girlfriend won't be mad because of what I said, right?" "I'm just telling the truth," Amber continued. She covered her face with her hands as if I was about to hit her when I hadn't moved an inch at all. Tyler turned to me with a disappointed look in his eyes. "Amber is still young, Sab. She's just speaking her mind. Don't take her words to heart," he told me. I didn't say anything in response and just nodded my head. First impressions last, so I wanted to avoid any drama, especially in front of his mother. However, Amber was not done yet. She kept acting coy, hiding behind Tyler while holding tightly in his arms. "She's looking at me fiercely, Ty." "I'm scared," Amber stuttered and even bit her lower lip to bleed. I looked at Tyler, expecting him to take my side. He should know me better, and I wouldn't do petty things like what Amber was trying to imply. To my dismay, he defended Amber and scolded me instead. "We're in front of my mom, Sab. You should behave. Stop scaring Amber. She's still young," he said, pulling Amber closer to him and patting her head. I should have known then that he was a walking red flag. Ty, you're so good. I will miss this if you marry Sabrina. Will you still marry her though?" Amber's voice and annoying moans pulled me back to reality. "Don't worry. Our relationship won't be affected even if I marry her. You know that I can't resist you." "Sweetie," Tyler replied and groaned, followed by Amber's giggles and purrs. "Besides, I'm only marrying her for money. Sabrina's family is loaded, and it's rare to find someone like her who's easy to handle. And if we're married and she's gone, who do you think would benefit her shares? It's going to be me," Tyler continued. My froze face froze at a realization after hearing everything. My chest hurt and I couldn't almost breathe. I struggled to get up on my feet in shock. Tyler was indeed marrying me for money, but most importantly, he wanted me dead.